There are things about love and intimacy that aren't written in books, taught in schools, or shared in locker rooms. Some truths you only learn through a lifetime of experience. Today, I'm going to share with you a rare and powerful perspective from a 92-year-old woman who has lived through wars, heartbreak, passion, and decades of love. And her message to men? It's something very few truly understand. If you're a man trying to build lasting connection, intimacy, and trust in your relationship, what you're about to hear could change everything. Let's get straight to the point. Most men believe women desire intimacy the same way they do, through attraction, physical chemistry, maybe a little romance. But here's the truth. A woman's deepest desire is emotional safety. You can be handsome, wealthy, successful, but if she doesn't feel emotionally secure around you, the physical part will eventually fade. The 92-year-old woman put it like this: men think it's about passion, but for women, it's about presence. Let that sink in. Presence. Are you fully there with her? Are you listening? Are you noticing her, even when she's not saying a word? One of the biggest lies men are sold is that attractiveness fades with age. While physical beauty may shift, emotional magnetism grows stronger with time, if you know how to nurture it. A woman doesn't remember how chiseled your abs were at 25. She remembers how you made her feel when she was falling apart at 45. That's where real attraction lives. The elderly woman shared a story from her own life. Her husband was never the loudest, strongest, or most romantic. But every single night, he placed his hand on hers before falling asleep. That simple touch reminded her, "I'm not alone, I'm loved." And after 50 years, that gesture still made her feel like a newlywed. Women don't measure love by what you say once a year on Valentine's Day. They measure it by what you show every day. A man once said, "But I tell her I love her all the time." That's great, but words without actions are just noise. Does she feel heard when she speaks? Does she feel safe enough to be vulnerable around you? Does she know you have her back when no one else does? The 92-year-old woman said, "A woman's heart is like soil. If you water it daily, it grows love. If you ignore it, it dries up, even if you didn't mean to." Let me tell you a story about a couple named Ethan and Maya. They were married for 18 years. At first, their relationship was filled with laughter and passion. But over time, Ethan got comfortable, work got busy, kids needed attention, and Maya, she began to withdraw. Ethan thought it was just stress. But Maya wasn't pulling away from life. She was pulling away from him. One night, she said something that hit him hard. "I feel invisible." That was his wake-up call. He didn't buy her flowers. He didn't book a fancy trip. He sat down, looked her in the eyes, and asked, "What have I stopped doing that made you feel that way?" And for the first time in years, they talked. Not about chores or schedules, but about feelings. And that conversation rebuilt their entire connection. We often think intimacy happens in the bedroom, but true intimacy is built long before the lights go off. It's built in how you look at her when she walks into the room. It's built in how you respond when she's overwhelmed. It's built in how you hold space for her silence. The elderly woman said, "My husband made tea for me every morning for 40 years. Not once did he say, 'I love you,' with words. But that tea? That was his way of saying it every day." Don't underestimate the power of the little things. They are not extra, they are the relationship. Let's bust another myth. Many men think women crave grand romantic gestures. Sure, those are nice, but they aren't the foundation. What most women truly crave is to feel emotionally prioritized. Not put second to your job, your phone, your stress, or your distractions. They want to know, do I still matter to you? Ask yourself right now, when was the last time you told her, you don't have to be anything other than yourself, and I still choose you? When she feels chosen, not just needed, not just tolerated, but chosen, intimacy comes naturally. Even if things have faded, even if you're just coexisting, it's not too late. Rebuilding connection doesn't require dramatic changes. Start with 3 things. Be present. Put the phone down. Look her in the eyes when she talks. Be curious. Ask her how she's really feeling. And then listen. Be consistent. Show her through actions that she still matters to you. The 92-year-old summed it up perfectly. It's not about being a perfect man. It's about being a present one. So what's the takeaway from all of this? Few men know that the true key to lasting intimacy isn't seduction, it's emotional connection. It's not about doing more, it's about doing what matters most. If you want her to desire you deeply and naturally, make her feel emotionally safe, consistently loved, and genuinely seen. Because when a woman feels that she gives you all of her, not out of duty, but from a place of desire. That's a fact, one that only a few wise men ever truly understand. If this spoke to you, drop a comment below. What's one thing you'll start doing differently from today? I'd love to hear it. And if you found value here, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. This is about more than relationships. It's about becoming the kind of man who creates love that lasts. Here's something the 92-year-old woman said that stayed with me long after the conversation ended. Love isn't built in the highlight moments. It's built in the ordinary ones. The way you greet her when she walks through the door. The way you hold her when she's had a rough day. That's where love is born and reborn. Too many men wait for the perfect moment to show up. But the truth is, there is no perfect moment. The right time is right now. If you're waiting to say the thing you've been meaning to say, if you've been too busy to notice how distant she's been lately, if you keep telling yourself I'll fix it when things slow down, that day may never come. And one day, you'll wish you had done it sooner. Start small. Make her tea. Ask about her day, and really listen. Put your phone down. Tell her something you appreciate about her, not because it's a special occasion, but because you choose her every day. Because the man who learns how to love a woman in the ordinary moments becomes unforgettable in her eyes. And that's a kind of intimacy that doesn't fade. It deepens with time.